All right, what's up, guys? It's Troy D. Welcome back to the channel, Troy D 24/7 Mall. On point reviews all day, every day. Man, we're back, and we're back with a big one today to start off the week. This one here, I've always been wanting to review this for you guys. This is none other than Roja Parfums Saudi Arabia, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, from the Gulf Collection. This is for a lot of people that are on the high-end niche game and are thinking about grabbing this one, knowing what I think of this one, based on what they hear other people, other reviews or reviewers say. I don't think there's a lot of reviewers actually talking about this, other than the people that own it. You know what I mean? So today we're gonna get into Roja Parfums Saudi Arabia. Get ready for this, but before that, let's hit the music. All right, we're back, guys. Welcome back again. And before I continue, guys, don't forget to subscribe. All right, thank you guys for all the subscriptions. But I gotta thank you guys, the guys that I'm talking to behind the scenes. I gotta thank you guys. Okay, we have so many viewers that really believe in the channel with what we're doing. We're putting a lot of these fragrances on the map. We're trying to bridge the gap between, I would say people that are niche is too expensive, niche is just snobbery, it's all that. I'm one of those guys that actually, I'm trying to bridge the gap between the two worlds. I'm trying to show everybody, hey, you got to learn about this before you say anything, before you judge. And there are so many ways, such as, again, buying decants, buying, partials, splitting, that will help you get your nose on this. So again, thank you for everybody that's behind the scenes working with me, guys. Thank you so much. You know who you are. Okay, so let's talk about this. Roja Parfums Saudi Arabia. This was, I would say, part of my first 15. I heard about how awesome this was from certain niche collectors, that the reason why I believe them is they had a substantial collection. They had substantial collection of niche that I've tested before, I've owned, and I said, man, this is good. And Roja Parfum Saudi Arabia was one of their top spring summer niche ever. Okay, but of course, very expensive, $550 for 50 ml, and more importantly, discontinued at this point. How in the world did I get this thing? How did I get this in my collection? Okay, how I got this is very simple. Okay, if it's spring summer, you don't buy during spring summer, because obviously if you studied economics, or any economics at all, prices are high. Prices are going to be high during spring summer. I discovered this during the winter time. During the winter time, when people just wanted to let it go. It was almost Christmas. People need the money to buy presents for the family, but more importantly, it wasn't that usable in the winter time. Boom, I swooped in and we got this. Okay, so that's how I got this one right here, giving you a buying tip about how you can get some of your favorites at a great price. So yeah, just looking at the box here, it really looks awesome. You got the Saudi kind of like it's like one of the buildings over there. And each Gulf fragrance, this is part of the Gulf collection, has their own building, and there's one for Bahrain, UAE, Oman, etc., Kuwait. Okay, we're gonna open it right now. And so this is the lovely presentation right here. You've seen this in my videos in the past. Nice, beautiful presentation right here. And this is the bottle. I'm just gonna remove this right now, as well as the box. Now the bottle, as you can see, beautiful crystal cap right here, beautiful crystal cap to denote that this is part of a higher niche version of the Roja family. You got the buildings yet again, and it says Oud Parfum, Saudi Arabia. Okay, let's put this guy right here. It's kind of small, huh, compared to, kind of short. That's what I noticed. The Roja bottles are kind of short, compared to, I've seen collectors with ridiculous, ridiculous perfume collections, way more ridiculous than I've ever seen. And whenever they put the Roja, when they put the photos of the Roja, they seem so small compared to everything else. But then if you look at it, when you look at it if you do like these zoomed in photos, they look so big and crazy. But this one's quite small, 50 mil. Um, and yeah, it's kind of short. The bottle's kind of short, but crystal though, amazing. Okay, so this one right here is put short. It is kind of like a skanky, oody, super fruity candy like fragrance, with a really great base. Um, this is unique. This is unique. One of the reasons why I'll probably never sell this one is just the uniqueness. And this one to me kind of trumps Sweetie Aoud because they say that this is almost the same as Candy Oud. I'm not sure. I don't have one to compare, but if you want to send me a sample, guys, go ahead. But this one right here, if I were to put side by side with Sweetie Oud, which I did review, I mean, if you ask me, would I want to smell like candy or like a bakery, I would choose the candy, okay? And the way this is, okay, is that there is some skank that you just smell it in the beginning. There is some skank, and that is the oud in this. It is not the barnyard. It is not comparable even to the ouds of like the ones I reviewed before, the Night or Killian Rose oud, where it's like that barnyardy oud. This is like zero barnyardy, but it has its own skank, and the skank here is quite nice, but it is what makes it what it is. You know what I'm saying, guys? Like, don't get into it. And, it says AOUD, oud, so it's like, don't be getting in buying this without knowing that it is going to smell like an oud. It is going to have some skank into it, okay? That is intended because this is made primarily for Saudi Arabia. There is some skank, but man, the fruits in here, I gotta say, is amazing, and there's a whole lineup of them, and I don't even care to like really try to smell them one by one, but it's like it's got plum, it's got raspberry, blackcurrant, strawberry, banana, apple, candy floss accord, I mean saffron. It's got saffron in it. This candy type scent and the kind of like that pungent skankiness is just to me, it's like a perfect blend, and especially for someone that is looking for a unique way of presenting themselves, a unique way, not a better version of this or a better version of that, or a perfected version of this or perfected version of that, because there are high-end perfumes that are kind of like, you could say, perfected versions of this, like for example, like Richwood, which doesn't smell entirely like Coromandel, I would say would be like a regal version of Coromandel, but Saudi Arabia isn't a regal version of anything. It's not a regal version of anything, okay? It is basically skank and candy, fruity, combination, that is, I would say again, very, very unique. And there is some leather in this. I can definitely smell the leather, which adds this really good combination with the oud. There are other notes here, such as patchouli, oud wood, sandal, cedar, cloves, cinnamon, pink pepper. But at the end of the day, I'm telling you guys, that's really what comes out. That is what works. And now this one right here, in terms of performance, is a king. It is a king. It is a ruler in terms of performance. And remember, I told you guys that I'm not too crazy with like something that performs too long, right? I've said this before. And an example was yesterday, actually. Just a side story, guys. We were having our little Mother's Day barbecue, and I sprayed like Office for Men, for example. I sprayed that by like lunchtime, okay? And it was great. I got to enjoy the opening. I got to enjoy the Ambroxans. But the crazy part is that this thing was still on me until bedtime. Like, I was about to go to bed and I still could smell the Ambroxans. And again, like, that's the weird part to me, is like, throughout the day, I've already gone through like several things. I'm done with the spray. It's like, this is here for this event, and I've already gone through XYZ things. I've helped my kid with her homework. I'm already ready to go to bed, and it's still on me, which is like, that's what I mean. Okay, guys, like, I love performance, don't get me wrong, but when it's like it goes beyond its bounds, like, I'm not sure if that's something I'm into. Okay, and again, you can disagree, it's fine with me, but this one right here, is about like being regal. So the way it projects is actually, yeah, it's like as if you were smelling some sort of king or some ruler. It would just be like, what do you call that? It would be like coming out, like, not like a bomb blast, or not even like an aura blast, but it's kind of like it's almost like a sneaky type of scent. You know what I mean, guys? It kind of sneaks in your nose. And you smell whiffs of it like a lot. If you spray it yourself with this one, you smell it a lot. It kind of sneaks into your nose. It sneaks into the nose of whoever's like, listening to you. And but it's not like off-putting. It's not like blasting. It's not like kind of like hitting people. It's just, it sneaks into their noses. That little candy fruity accord with that regal oud comes into their nose, and they know it's different. They know they've never smelled anything like this before. But it definitely, I would say, exudes expensive. Okay, exudes expensive. So if you are looking for a fragrance that exudes expensive, yeah, of course, this is one of them. But I mean, that's the entire Gulf. If you buy the entire Gulf collection, I have others, and I mean, I can definitely say that this exudes, of course, being rich. You know what I'm saying? Being rich, money, whatever. This definitely exudes it. Now, can you wear this even if you're not really rich? Yeah, of course. I mean, this is like, I would say, like I said, there's nothing that kind of like matches it. The people can say that there's candy oud, but again, I don't have candy oud. I can't really match it toe to toe, and that's still from the same house. But again, this one right here matches nothing. It's on its own, really, part skanky, part fruity candy accord with some leathers, a nice base in there. That again, it is so unique. It's so poppin'. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's you would think, when you think about the Gulf and you think about like, say Middle Eastern frags, or even frags that are like expensive, you would think that they would douse this in oud, or they would douse this with other ingredients, that would make it more regal than what it is. But this is a unique, like, turn. It's a unique, like, curveball. It's like, wow, candy, yo. But it is what it is, guys. Okay, I wonder how the Saudis liked it. If you were a guy from Saudi Arabia watching this, what do you think? Did you like this? Did this represent you well? Did this represent your country and your culture well? Let me know on the comments if you really felt like you liked this one, if you are from Saudi. Okay, but for me, as a guy here in LA, California, wow, this is so nice. Like, I don't even think there's nothing really Middle Eastern about this. It's like the oud is just very regal, but again, well blended into the candy accord, and lasts long. But you know what I mean? It's like it lasts long, but not in the way that how Office for Men was. You know what I mean? Where it was like, I'm about to go to bed, I'm done with the day, I can still smell it, like it's still beaming out of me. No, when I tried this one, like, basically what it was is like, the whole day that I was wearing it, like, basically it was there, and it told people I was there, but I wasn't like, kaboom, and it still died at some point, like, definitely, before I went to bed, it was gone, you know what I'm saying? Or it was a skin scent. And the dry down too, by the way, here is amazing. Of course, when the kind of like that oud kind of like mellows away, and then you get to see the other ingredients kind of come by. It's really nice. I mean, it's really, really nice. I mean, there's so many ingredients here, but again, no matter how much is put in here, I'll tell you guys exactly what comes out to me, what I can smell, what people around me can smell. And that's really what it is. Even if you see cacao pod in there, like, I can barely smell that. Maybe the cacao pod is like there to sweeten the oud. You know what I mean? So Roja's crazy about this. Okay. And I would say, again, this is one of those that is worth the money. Okay. And You can say that Roja is one of my favorite houses, but all houses are imperfect. You know, like they have stuff that's really like whack. You know, there's like there's perfume houses that release whack stuff. There's perfume houses that release expensive stuff that's not supposed to be expensive. There's perfume houses that release stuff that smells like another thing. But Saudi Arabia here, guys, there's a reason why I own this. I'm not selling this because this is a unique scent. It's on its own, okay? And it's worth the money if you can find it. Try to get it. Try to get backup bottles. It's amazing, okay? All right, that's it. That's my review on Roja Saudi Arabia. Let me know, guys, if this is something you like and enjoy. And if you like the other Gulf ones, let me know in the comments which one is great for you, okay? Is it Kuwait? Is it Oman? Is it Dubai? Let me know. All right. But until then, guys, thank you again. Don't forget to subscribe. Guys, watch all our videos. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.